Welcome back, everybody. We're hitting game 2 here between Gplay and MyXMG. This map is going to be cash. We saw Gplay take the first map, Nuke, in a very close game. It was 8-7 in favor of MyXMG at the half, who started on the CT side, but Gplay able to hold their own and come out on top. My name is Hoss, and with me is Sprawl from across the pond. How's it going, bro?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. We've got, like you said, a very close map, number 1, and now we're on cash. Already pistol live, and gonna be a B-side play here. MyXMG just rushing into this B-side. Dreamer with 1 NKY will return onto Bubble, but Victor from the heavens gonna get 2 frags. NKY finally fires back, but very lit are the MyXMG players, and just looking bleak as it's gonna be all up to NKY. He's in a 1v2. He's got 3 frags to his name already. He can pick up these 2 frags. It would be an ace, but at the moment, he does, like I said, he's got plenty of time, so we'll see if he can make something happen here, but the CT's sticking together, and that's exactly what they should be doing. They need to get that trade kill, and they can't afford to let NKY make this 2 1v1s, and that's exactly what he's hoping for. So, heading back into vents, the bomb is down in the B site. See if he's able to make something happen here, as he is going to be dropping into checkered. At least I assume so momentarily.
Going to be tough for NKY to really do anything here. Doesn't have the bomb with him. Down to 11 HP. These 2 CTs, they're just going to dispatch of him. Just like that, one little ding from the USP means that Gplay take the pistol round on this CT side, and we know that Cash is one of the more balanced maps in the map pool. It's not often you see a dramatic 12-3 or a 13-2. So, interesting to see how these 2 teams are going to approach this, whether we're going to see a close game, and this buy from Gimpin, 8-ball armor, someone dropped him a Galil. How are Gplay going to react to this one?
Yeah, I think NKY, being that he got the 3 frags, was able to afford this weapon, and now giving it to Gimpin. So, we'll see what he can do with it. 4 players on the T side going through Squeaky, and the rifle sitting in A main. See how this works. Right now, Spy Leader and Unique playing at A site. Spy Leader just waiting with a Molotov in hand. So this is going to be a great way to counter this play, forcing all these players without armor. Sink's the only one with armor that's going to come out of Squeaky. Obviously, Gimpin with the rifle and armor as well. So just waiting their time. But it is going to be an A side play. Get just waiting here. Gimpin will get the opening frag, and that cues these players to come out of Squeaky, and there it is. Here we go. Spy Leader inside of sight. He fires at 1 going to quad, but that gives the opportunity to NKY to get that frag. Victor will return, though. It is a 3v4. Bomb has been planted. Great situation for the T's, as they do have a player boosted. Gimpin was on top of the head of his teammate, boosting over quad box, and Bubbles will get a crucial frag, but drop down to 4 HP, so it is man advantage. Make it 2 for the T's, but now it's a 1v1. 26 HP versus 4. We've got Bubble pushing up from above. Can Sinks figure it out? And he will get the dropping headshot. What a play. And MyXMG, they're able to convert. That awkward buy, the 1 Galil, proves to be enough. MyXMG tie it up 1-1.
Galil got the opening frag of that round. The key to opening up that A-bomb site. It was worth it, I guess, for the T side, but even so now, their money's a little bit off, and Gplay having to settle for a scout and a handful of CZs here. We'll have to see how they approach this one. Gonna get boosted up here with the Tech 9 in hand. Think's playing very patiently over towards this A side, seeing if anyone pushes.
No aggression as of yet from the CT side. We do see armor on 4 of their players, and then Bubble with a scout. So no damage done to anybody other than Victor's. Taking a little bit, but we do see Get is boosted up at the moment with the Tech 9. So a little bit of an odd play, being that he's the only one without a rifle, but I imagine the idea is that he gets plenty of information about mid control when he gets posted up here. So he's actually going to force the issue onto Victor, but Victor getting the better end of that stick will get the frag, but opening into the B site. That was the one and only player, and now B is wide open for this bomb plan. Did Nev just hit that shot through the smoke? Oh my god, I believe he,
yeah.
or rather, bubble onto Nev. Jeez, that's dirty.
NKY going to be pop flashing himself out here. Not able to find the frag just yet. Nev very low on this site. More blows being traded across this B bomb site, but still no way the CTs get in, but there it is. 2 frags onto Sinks and NKY. It's just these 2 members left. Very low. Gimpen 6 HP. Gimpen 0 HP. Here comes the defuse. I believe they have enough time here. Looks like they do. Bubble's just going to see what he can find there. Clean everything out. Get everything he can. And wow, 3 rounds and a different winner each round.
Yeah, back and forth we go. Talk about close rounds, just rating, and being that this is a slightly CT favored map, I would say that's going to favor MyXMG to go back and forth, but now Gplay obviously picking up that win means that they do have some momentum in their sails. So another awkward buy, though. It's going to be a force-up from the T side, once again realizing that got a little bit of money to play with. Let's get a couple rifles, so Sinks and Gimpen will be utilizing those, but Victor opening things up, and Bubble posted up near vent. We'll get Sinks, says he's not ready for that, so that's 1 AK down. But NKY is going to come up from the flank. He's boosted up into vents from behind Bubble. Not expecting that, but Spy Leader will be able to get 1 as they are trying to breach this B site.
But off this B bomb site before, and Nev finds the frag onto Dream. But what else can him and his buddy NKY do? Spy Leader lurking up top. They're gonna get this bomb down. They hear it go down. They can't stop it, so that's some guaranteed cash for the MyXMG side. They win the round, that's the question. It would follow the pattern of how this game's gone so far. It's just NKY, 12 bullets left, 8 bullets left. Well, 24 in this Tech 9. There's no kit on Victor. The Tech 9 is being sprayed, but it's gonna not be enough. The FAMAS at close range. Good reaction there from Victor to find the kill. And Gplay now going to be 3 rounds to 1.
Yeah, that's a big round pickup, as MyXMG was oh so close to putting it back in their favor, making it round for round for round for round trade. We would have gone back and forth, but Gplay, they are able to get that, and without a kit as well. So we're going to see Tech 9s across the board other than Gimpen, as finally they're forced to actually do a regular eco round. Nev, though, will have a vest as a little bit more money to play with than the rest of his team. So it is going to be an A-side play. We already have players pushed out on the T side, so Unique alive in sight will get 1. We'll get a double, but Gimpen fires back. The bomb, though, is dropped, and it's nowhere near to being planted, so all these frags going for the CT side. We'll see if NKY can just get this bomb down, but no, he's going to actually bait the plant. Peeks out, won't get anything done for his effort, and 1 frag. Not the best eco round from MyXMG, but we are moving to round number 6 here, 4-1. This is looking more like a cash scoreline, as it looks like Gplay is kind of starting to even things out. They're going to start taking a couple rounds in a row here.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a standard cash game, as you said, but MyXMG now, we see Get with the AWP. Go and put in a good shift yesterday and previously today. What can he do with it now? He tried looking for the quick peek towards A, didn't find anything, gonna rotate back around the map towards A. Gonna pick up the bomb just yet. Looking to get boosted up mid now and try to challenge Victor, I believe that is. The other side, looking all angles. Not gonna peek. Gimpen may find him though. There's some aggression here from the CTs. Gimpen finds 1 frag. I'm not sure he knew there was 1 more player right next to him. That nade's gonna go across and do about 31 there. Gimpen. So MyXMG have taken the lead in this round, but can they turn that into the round win?
And they're taking mid control, and it looks like they're gonna opt to go vents to B possibly, but the vents is completely smoked off. Now they'll move into checkered, so Bubble about to get tested as that nade will drop Victor. Bubble with 1 will get traded though, and now it's up to Spy Leader and Dreamer. 2v4. Dreamer still at that A site. They do have a kit on both players, so they might opt to go for this, and being that Spy Leader just dropped into checkered, we'll be able to get one, but Get is close around the box, and that spray through will drop Get to 67, but in a 1v3 this is still looking a little bit bleak, and Dreamer must be thinking about saving at this point, but as of yet, he's just a little worried that someone's going to come out of CT connector. Right now, though, it looks like all the T's rotating out, saving their weapons T spawn side, so Dreamer won't be able to get any exit frags here. Actually, Gimpin gives him a little bit to see, but that's going to be the round as MyXMG pick up their second of this half. We'll see if they can continue that momentum, as you really can be fine with about 5 rounds on the T side. 6 would be optimal, but they're well on their way here with 2 rounds on the board, 7 rounds into this half.
And Gplay now on very low money after this round, after they've all board up. So low, in fact, that Unique has to settle for this FAMAS. He is going to be the weaker point of the Gplay defense. In fact, he's going towards A, and this is a very quick push here from Bubble to get into vents. Just dodging the bullets out there from the T's. Dream is very low. That B bomb site, I'm not quite sure how he got so low, but down to 39 HP.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that came from either, to be honest with you. Maybe through the smoke. That's my best guess, or no, the windows are broken, so it's not a nade or anything like that. So, anyhow, he suffers. 40 HP on him, but looks like most of our T's, other than our number 8 player in NKY, are situated towards this A site. 3 of them in A main, and they're looking to peek out Get again. That AWP can be very, very effective. We saw it versus Skills in their 2-0 victory. See if he can wake up here on Cash, but Unique playing from around quad. He does have Spy Leader as well, but Get will get that opening frag, and that's perfect for their entry. Here they come, but Unique trying to pose a threat, will get one, but dropped 3 HP, won't be able to do a heck of a lot more, but rotating in quickly, it's going to be Bubble and Victor. Victor gets one traded upon. Bubble, though, from Forklift will collide with Sinks. So in a 1v2, bomb's been planted. He seems to think that NKY is from behind, and that's going to be correct as he taps the bomb, but NKY now moving up. 1v1 situation. And he's actually going to get on it here. NKY needs to be careful. Actually does land a crucial bullet, but here comes the peek, and Bubble gets it. What a play. He peeks out, gets the frag onto NKY. That's going to be another round for Gplay, but looked very close as MyXMG. That honestly should have been their round.
It really should have been, but never count Gplay out. We saw what they can do in that last map. They were trailing for quite a while in that second half, but able to be mentally strong and pull it back. Maybe not over the entire span of the game, but in rounds like that, when it goes down to the last, it's good to have that edge. Bubble now with the AWP on this CT side, going towards B, sorry. Going towards B for the quick pick, but it's going to be a contact play all the way through Squeaky here for MyXMG. The smoke is going to get released from the hands of... Nope, not just yet. They're going to hold on to that one for the time being. Bubble, because he's pushed so far out, he's gained a lot of info, but that info is going to be of use now as they spot so many members of MyXMG pop out of this A side. 2 members left, just get an NKY, they're going to get the bomb down. So again, some solid cash for the German side, and that's a nice pick from Get. Grab himself a FAMAS as well, and it's just Get remaining. He gets taken out, but even so, 3 frags, a bomb plant on an eco round. Solid stuff.
Yeah, great round, good execution as well. And that's going to mean some money coming into round number 8. As Gplay is up 6-2. MyXMG, probably not too worried, but definitely if they could get this next round and at least get a couple more on the board before the end of this half. Of course, like I was saying, 5-6 would be optimal for them. Anything less, and we'll have to be coming back on that CT side fairly hard, but at the moment we've got Get pushing towards B with his AWP, and he's going to whiff a shot. Actually, yeah, Bubble puts him down to 1 HP, though. So a leg shot that this nade, nope, isn't going to land. And Victor getting 2 as I do believe did they boost up there? I honestly missed that play. Victor in mid, though, was able to get 2 and actually a 3rd through the smoke.
Victor lining up for the 4-5-man now. Yeah, on 1 HP. Find both these players together, they have the full 100, but they'd split across 2 people. Just anything could tickle get to death right now. Looks like they're just biding their time if they can spot anything. And they spot a Victor. He gets his 4th of the round. Just get left now. Ideally, he'd like to save this AWP. But I don't think they're gonna let him. He prepped his way to Squeaky. 35 seconds left, seeing what he can get. Gonna find a spy leader. He heard the door open. Wow, very nice pick from him. Looking for a second here. Able to find that one as well. But Victor is going to come and challenge him. He's on for this 5-man, and I think he wants this. A little bit impatient. Does he want to go for the glory here? In the wrong way. Victor could just pop in right now. Let him jump down from the box.
He wants that ace.
He does, but I have a feeling Dreamer's going to steal it. Yes, he will.
Oh, what a guy.
How dare he?
How dare he? So the dream was real for the ace, but Dreamer kills the dream. As it's a good round though from Gplay. Nothing really working for MyXMG there. Early on, getting dropped to 1 HP. It's kind of their entry fragger with that AWP. That's gonna put him back. So makes it very difficult for them to breach any sort of sight. You see a Tech 9 play here. We've got 4 on the board. 3 pieces of armor, and it's going to be a Tech 9B pain train. Here they come. Heavy damage done to Dreamer and Bubble, but they both get 1 frag. Finally, Bubble goes down. You see Spy Leader coming up from the heavens, though. Drops Nev and Gimpin and NKY, the last 2 alive. They will be able to drop Spy Leader, but the bomb in a very awkward spot. They're going to have to push out in the open to get that bomb, and here comes a nade that, ooh, NKY now on 3 HP. It's looking like a bleak round, but still not out of it yet. If they play headshot angles, they might be able to make something work here, and these smokes are going to not allow them to get the bomb, unfortunately. Still just out of reach, but another smoke grenade that still isn't really going to help them get the bomb. So many smokes, but nothing helping them out. Gimpin does have an AWP, so we'll see if he can make that work. We'll move down to Generator, but they're just playing the time, hoping for one of these CTs to peek out, but we can see on our screen that no such aggression. Finally, Victor will push on NKY, but we do see an op frag. Finally, though, Victor closes things out as things were looking fairly tense. But that eco turns into 3 frags for the T's. Not so bad, but when you get that close, you are hoping to convert. So 2 rounds on the board on the T side. MyXMG, like I was saying earlier, they want to get a couple more before this round, or rather this half, comes to a close.
Really starting to run away with this one now. 11th round. They have 11. They've got 80% of the round played. Honestly, this is a very good start from them. Moving on from the momentum they had at the end of the nuke game, you can see that it's carried over onto this second map, onto Cash. We're into another gun round here, and will find a frag, but not without taking a massive hit. Down to 30 HP just from a HE grenade. Now going to get boosted up. Fine, throwing a smoke across. Is he going to peek after it? The flashbang goes over. Jumps to try and get an angle onto vents. Got 2 players there to find. Find Spy Leader. He saw the second player as well there by sandbags. That's going to be a nade go over. Victor is very low. Finds that one as well. He's on 3 frags. As it's the smoke and Molotov play. Now with Pain Main, Dream gets 1 headshot onto Nev. The bomb is still over towards this A side. Get is on 7 HP, 6 on 70, Gimpin on 52. As they're going to try and open up this site. It's now all down to Bubble. Stranger things have happened. Gimpin now 31 HP. Molotov's going to force him out. Smokes from the T's. Up in Gplay getting into this site. And Bubble do this. He has the height. Get isn't really paying attention. Now he knows where he is. Flicks up, and that was a 5-man for Get. Great AWPing from him.
Yeah, huge round from Get there, and like I was saying in that one round where he got dropped to 1 HP, he is that entry man. So showing it there. He gets an ace. And now up to 11 frags. Top fragging, though, is NKY. The rest of the team very low on frags, though. Well, 5 and 6 on Sinks and Gimpin, but Nev definitely needs to step up if they want to come back in this half. But do see not the best buy from the CTs, as these rounds have been close, meaning that they only have Dreamer and Unique equipped. The other three, they've got armor, but only upgraded pistol. So CZ75 Spy Leader, Victor as well, and a 5.7 on Bubble. Right now the T is just working a default. They've got NKY, once again, he's the player that just waits outside of B, waits for any kind of aggression. But on the other side, we've got two players at A main, Get being one of them. See if he can make some sort of entry frag happen. Great nade stack. That is going to be the entry they were looking for. 2 nades and a Molotov into that quad box corner, and that is going to be the end of Unique. So we'll see where they go with things now, but entry frag does go to MyXMG.
Just put them in a good standing here, trailing 5 rounds. They just got their 3rd on the board. Great way for them to start this one. 5 versus 4, they also got rid of one of the weapons. That's now been picked up by Spy Leader, though Bubble can't seem to find anything here. Cream returns 1 frag onto NKY before getting smoked out. Gimpin puts his AK to use. Now just 2 members left for Gplay. It's going to be hard for them. Gimpin, though, has to fall back towards Checkers, and it looks like Gplay, after they've heard the bomb go down, they're just like, yeah, we'll give you this round. We want to save these guns. Our economy isn't looking too great right here. Take this round. MyXMG going to get their 4th on the board. This first half maybe a lot closer than we initially anticipated.
Yeah, and that's something that it's actually quite common to see. You'll see one side just kind of dominate quite a bit of the first half, and then they almost relax a bit to a point where we're seeing now MyXMG come back, and although we're in the last kind of rounds of this half, it doesn't make a difference. If they can make it happen to 5 rounds before the end of the half here, it's going to be a great situation for MyXMG switching over to that CT side. This is their map choice. They knew they were starting on T side. I imagine they're going to come out with a strong CT side, but we are in round 13, 8-4 the scoreline. Those weapons saved on the CT side proving to be crucial here, as no money on the Gplay side. So CZ75 on Victor, but it's looking a little bleak, and Get with another opening frag. He's already waiting, but Spy Leader will be able to fire back, takes down Get. And that's a very nice frag, as that is the player you want to take down on MyXMG.
It is indeed, but MyXMG still have a man to the good now. They're going to go for a double boost up towards mid, seeing if they can find anything there, but we can see on the map only one CT towards A, and Victor's pushed pretty aggressively here, seeing what he can find. May just find every terrorist. In fact, it's Gimpin who will find the frag here onto Bubble. Meaning that Gplay are now completely outmanned. You need to try to provide support from range with the P250, but it's not going to be enough. And MyXMG going to get a bomb plant down here. They're going to save these guns yet again.
Yeah, Unique will be able to pick up that FAMAS from Checkered, and Victor with an M4 in hand. They will save once again, but now MyXMG pushing up to 5 rounds on the T side. If they could make it 8-7, that's a beautiful scoreline for them moving into CT, and it's actually not out of the realm of possibility, especially with the momentum they're building up. But take it 1 round at a time here. This will put them on 5, which we've seen it before, where T side gets 5 and comes back on that CT side. Obviously, pistol round very important, but we'll see Victor getting challenged here. Picks off 1, but they know his location. They're going to pick around the corner, but oh, he gets 1. Almost drops Gimpin as well, but Gimpin gets the better of that exchange, and that is a rifle that will go down, but luckily for Gplay, they've got enough to equip. So they only have 1 kit on the board on Unique. We'll see if that proves to be an issue or not, but Get once again with an AWP in hand. We'll see if he can make any other picks happen. Definitely he's one of the main reasons why MyXMG is in the position that they are currently in.
Get top fragging for his team. Really put his heart and soul keeping MyXMG in this game. See him here going for the aggressive play. Boosted pretty pretty far into the open, sorry. Smokes off main.
Look at Spy Leader. He's already through main.
Yeah, wow.
This is going to be crucial.
Victor's going to grab the frag onto Nev. Get looking for this one. He only has a pistol in hand. And there we go, Spy Leader. Definitely leading the charge there. Infiltrating the back lines of MyXMG. This Bubble going to get his second of the round. Looking for a third. There it is. Great play there from Gplay, really gaining as much intel as possible, and Bubble standing strong on that B-bomb site. Last round of the half, Gplay looking to put their rounds into double figures.
Yeah, and that's one of the benefits you can get from getting aggressive, but that was one of the first rounds where we didn't really see a generic kind of default from MyXMG. They didn't have anywhere near the A side of their side of the map, so no one waiting in A main or near Squeaky, so that push-up was completely free of charge and definitely helped secure that round victory. But here we go, we've got pushing into main aggressively once again. They're like, oh, we could just do it again. They're not going to be watching. Well, guess what? That's not the situation. Now we're going to see some trades, but it is going to be favoring the T side. It's all up to Bubble. He will get one onto NKY. The bomb will go down here. Get close on the other side of the smoke, but that flashbang from Bubble will give his position away. He tries to go through the smoke. Get waiting for him on the other side means that we have a 9-6 half. So MyXMG, they definitely did some damage on their T side. Now, turns into how does their CT side look, as it was their map choice, so I imagine they're going to have something for us here.
We should see something strong come out of MyXMG here. That it is their map choice. They are able to pull this one back. The third map will be Season, which we don't actually see too much.
Yeah,
it's one of the newer. Well, it's one of the newer old maps.
Exactly, kind of
That's
revamped.
the way to put it, but it's an interesting one. It's got a makeover as well, so it's all nice and shiny and brand new.
Yeah, and I think that, quite honestly, I think that most of the North American teams are a little bit more familiar than the European teams. That's my understanding. Is
both with Season and Cash.
Yeah, so see a lot of these maps being played on the North American soil, but not so much over in EU. So be interested to see how they play out that map if we do get that far. But waiting to get into the second half of our second map. Again, Gplay picking up Nuke at a very close score line, 16-14. So easily could have gone the way of MyXMG, but Gplay able to close that one out. See, though, they do have the lead going into their T side, but definitely MyXMG have something prepped on their CT side. So we're just waiting for these players to ready up.
Yep. And while we are waiting, we'll give a quick shout out to our partners. We're recently partnered with Affluent Design, so go show them some love, affluentdesigns.com. Also, followers and subs out there, if you want to get your hands on some shiny new skins, make sure to follow the channel if you haven't already. At 52,500 followers, we're giving away a minimal wear or electric hive, and well, we've got 3 subs already. If we hit 50 during the Intercontinental Open, we're going to give away a field-tested Asimov AWP. So if you want to get involved in that, make sure to sub. Get all the shiny benefits, plus the chance to win a very nice new skin. And here we are, just in time for the second half.
Yeah, just in time indeed. Pistol round about to go live, and we'll take a look at the equipment here as players now buying up. And it does look like we've got armor on Get, NKY equipped with a nade, upgraded pistol, Gimpin with just the default USPS, and some utility as well. So no kit on the CT side. One thing to note, they are wanting to get this done before the bomb is planted. So on the T side, we've got 4 pieces of armor and then the utility on Spy Leader. So where's Spy Leader going? Right now he's right outside of main. He's got the bomb as well. It does look like they might go for some sort of, might just be a slow play here, to be honest. Spy Leader, the way he's working, does look like it is going to be a smoke towards into the A site, but one opening frag goes to Bubble, and KY will trade immediately, though. And Here's a big play by NKY. He's coming behind, and he's going to see these players boosted. Dreamer will be able to get the frag, though, get with one. The 3v3 as the bomb is about to be planted in this A site.
Now Gplay have the task of defending this. Leader able to make his way into main, but then gets shut down. Victor gets headshot. That's going to be the defuse. MyXMG coming out strong on this CT side.
Yeah, get with 3 frags in the pistol round. That is some big plays by him. Completely shut down as that pistol round strat from Gplay, and MyXMG is going to be feeling confident as now they just need to get over these anti-ecos, and they'll be on a tie score line. So being that it's a slightly CT favored map, that's definitely favoring MyXMG. So who knows? We could see MyXMG take this, and then we'll go to that 3rd season map that we were talking about, but we'll see what happens here. At the moment, the T's not putting a ton of money into this round. They've got 2 CZ75s, 1 Tech 9. Got a Molotov on Victor, but it does look like it's going to be an A split here as 3 of the T's approaching Squeaky. And then smokes out from A main. So here we go. They've got a Molotov to go to quad. And they're breaking out Squeaky. Sinks with 2. He gets a 3rd now. Boosted up onto Red Box. You see a flawless round from MyXMG. That's great for them as their economy now continues to pile up. But we did see a bomb plant in that first round, so enough money to get a buy on the board for Gplay here.
Yep, that's where the bomb plants come in key. Means you can buy 1 round earlier on this T side. And they've decided to go for it. And this is where having those 4 FAMASs becomes a little bit of a liability. Going up against those stronger AKs that are able to one-shot headshot, don't have the same firepower as the Ts. It looks like they're going for this contact play towards the B side. Okay, why though? He's poised and ready and waiting in vents. He might spot Dream here though. Do his turn around. Strange that Unique went in there without being pop flashed in from his teammates. Spyleader now is able to drop NKY. Dream lurking behind. If anyone pushes through main, and it looks like someone will. Maybe not at the angle he's hoping, or are they going to go 2 players through vents? I think that's what they're going to do. Spyleader's waiting. He'll get dropped. And now Dream's caught out a bit. It's just Victor who's left on this site. The Molotov is going to go in, forces him back. Dreamer gets 1. Won't be enough to keep his team in this round, and MyXMG, they're going to be evening things up now at 9 rounds apiece.
Yeah, big victory there from MyXMG, stuffing that first rifle round from the T side of Gplay. Like you said, bringing it to a tie score line. So we are going to see a force up though from Gplay. They do not want MyXMG to gain a bank where they can basically buy 1 round after another, and they're not quite there yet, as we do have 5,500 on Sinks, 4,400 on Nev, but the rest of the players are fairly broke, so they want to keep this close, but it means that they have 5 Galils on the board. They opted to get some grenades as well, and at the moment we've got 2 of the players moving up into A main. Unique working from Squeaky. It does look like it's a bit of a default, as Victor's just watching that mid-push bubble over near B, watching for a push as well. So just playing things slow. It was a very important round, as forcing up means that their economy still not in great shape.
He hasn't. They only have Galils here. Ease. Not many grenades to work with, so try and open up these sides. They go for this boost, and they may spot 1 player here. They peek their heads up. They're gonna spot Gimpen trying to get into vents. He was flashed up. Nice pop flash there. Good teamwork. As NKY is gonna push aggressively here. Get a peek at B. Get as much intel as he can, but yeah. Able to spot an open Squeaky door. And there are 2 Molotovs out here. Great defense, but Victor's able to open up things. And he gets another one. In fact, it was Dreamer. Victor getting the frag onto Nev towards CT spawn. And it's just NKY left lurking in the terrorist spawn. He's going to save his M4. And Gplay are going to get their first round of the half on the board and look to start building some momentum. But look like they're wanting to find an NKY. They want to take this M4 out of his hands.
Yeah, certainly is. It's just gonna wait patiently for the bomb to go off. No one's actually checked T-spawn yet. Looks like Victor is on his way, though, but being that he only has 12 HP, not exactly the person that you want to come in contact with, or at least on the T side, they don't want him to go down, so bomb will go off. It means a round for Gplay. But we'll see if they can continue on. Clearly, the Galil play worked out in their favor as, like we're seeing here, not a lot of money on the board. NKY, that was a crucial save as two of his teammates might have enough to drop, so they might opt to force up, but looks like a FAMAS on one of them, and looks like they are going to be forcing up, so we've got two FAMAS, two M4s, Get with a CZ75, and I'd love to see the rifle on Get, I'm not going to lie. Being that he's got 21 frags, he's been their hot player, why not fully equip him over some of your others, but already got an A-side play, pushing into site, Nev goes down, sinks with one, but Victor fires back. And now this is looking bleak, as it is now a 2v2. KY able to trade and actually makes it a 2v1. So it's up to Bubble as he's pushing up Highway right now. Knows that one of the players was around Truck, but they're rotating very quickly to Z, now up to Highway. Bomb is down inside of A-site. Bubble just slowly lurking around, and that flashbang's going to be good for NKY, but we'll see if Bubble can work this pick here. He hears NKY moving around with Z, and he's hoping that NKY just peeks out once again, but as he looks around the corner, that nade might do a little bit. Yeah, 58 left on NKY, and that smoke grenade's going to mean that he can cross over to site and grab the bomb, it looks like, but the problem is we've got a squeaky player on his way in Gimpin.
It will fall though to Bubbling, and it looks like he's gonna go. Oh no, he's not gonna go to B. Yes, is he? He's thinking about it. He drops the smoke. 20 seconds though. He's gonna be cutting it close. 15 seconds now. Gimpin thinks he must be A. He must be going for this. 10 seconds left. He has to be committed to my site. Now he goes out and sees there's no one in sight. Bomb's gone down on the B. That was a great rotation from Bubbling. But can he hold it? That's the question here. Gonna go towards CT. Must have heard Gimpin here. There we go. Fired off the bullet. Bomb ticking quicker and quicker. Right out in the open, this bomb as well. Gimpin has to be careful when he's defusing. Oh, that was a big miss from Bubble, but still able to get the frag.
Yeah,
Very
that
smart
was
play there.
that was a great play. Very close though, definitely, as just trying to stick that bomb was the CT. 11-9 though, Gplay. They pick up another round, and that was thanks to Bubble, and a 1v2 there definitely was favorable to the CTs. But being that they had that player go all the way to Squeaky, that was basically the opportunity Bubble needed to create those two 1v1s. You need to have a bit of a crossfire going if you have a 2v1 situation in your favor, and they weren't able to get that going. So already Sinks goes down to a great nade by Dreamer. I'm sure he wants to come back from that, but isn't going to be the case. Bubble opens up with one onto Gimpin as well, and it looks like the CTs are pushing through mid. There's smoke right now. Victor, though, able to grab one. Nev goes down as well, and it's all up to NKY. Victor did spot him out in mid. That's going to be the frag. Flawless round from Gplay. And that means that their economy is starting to soar here. They've got plenty of money to play with.
They definitely do, and the same certainly cannot be said for MyXMG. After this buy, they're going to be left triple figures. Gimpin on absolutely nothing here. Limited for grenades, but they do all have armor except NKY. Running a little bit thin. Going up against these AKs is going to be dangerous for him. Probably why he's going so aggressive here. Loses 7 HP through the sheet metal there. That nade gonna do even more damage to Dreamer though, and Get opens things up as he has done so many times with this AWP.
Yeah, and the man advantage, MyXMG, looking decent here. Still plenty of time for Gplay though to work some sort of pick, so MyXMG needs to just play passive as they already have the advantage. Now they just need to hang on to it, and looks like Dreamer is going to get a boost up towards mid. And at the moment, the bomb looks like it's rotating over to be a B-side play. NKY does have a rifle, but without armor. Definitely needs to get a pick before he's spotted, as that aim punch is not so fun to deal with. Gimpin from headshot inside of B. It's a nice flashbang, which will delay this rush, but now inevitably it is on its way in, and Gimpin makes his way up. NKY with a crucial frag, and now we are going to see Gimpin hitting a nutty one onto Victor and Unique. So massive play there from Gimpin, and NKY from Vents as well. Great defense, making it 12-10. So MyXMG not out of this quite yet. They are putting up a fight.
Certainly are, and that's all thanks to Get's AWPing skills to open that round out. He's top fragging the entire board right now, 23 frags on him. Nev, though, not having the best game he's ever had, only on 10. But MyXMG have the luxury of a complete buy on their side. As Gplay looking to speed things up here, the double nade. It's going to be NKY who feels a little bit of that one. And Get again opening things up. But gets taken down from a strange shot that he was trying to pull off. Gets punished for doing so. We're back to a 4 versus 4, which as we all know, favours the terrorists. They can group up, the CTs can't. They have to split their resources. B-side, they can exploit this.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do, as the bomb is now retreating from main. Main, that is. It looks like they might opt to head back over to the B side of the map, as 4 of them now rendezvousing in that direction. We do have Bubble already over, just kind of spotting things out. Once again, NKY from the side of the vents, Gimpin from headshot. So let's see if they can make this crossfire work once again. I imagine the Gplay is going to know this is the setup, though, as Gimpin doesn't hit a shot, and now NKY is down. But again, they don't peek vents, and he misses, though. He misses, and that is huge. NKY had the opportunity to stop that rush, but missing those shots now, it's all up to Nev in a 1v3 that should never be the case. As this bomb is planted, great positioning from the T's. Nev is opting to at least stay close. He's got a kit, but that smoke is going to spell disaster for his retake. So we'll see if he can get this one exit frag on a Bubble. He will be able to get it, but at this point, definitely wanted the round, and now retreating off. He will be able to save this rifle, but he must be thinking, how did we drop that? As NKY, I hate to blame the guy, but definitely needed something to happen as he dropped from vents there.
Now, MyXMG, they're a little bit strapped for cash. After 2 rounds of a full buy, settle for these pistols, although Nev does have the AK. Going to be the dangerous one. MG, he has the firepower. He is going towards A, holding that one, and Gplay going for this quick play again. We see some aggression out of MyXMG, however, with the pistols. We saw this from them on Nuke. Catch Bubble off guard. It's been a long time we saw this aggression, though, so it's caught Gplay off guard. Nev will fall, however, as NKY has found himself an AK. It was Bubblet. He'll drop Victor. The A site 6 goes down, as does Unique. It's blow for blow. Gplay is still lurking. Almost finds that frag on stream. Gets taken down. NKY and Gimpin both fall at the end, and Gplay are now 2 rounds away from taking this series 2-0.
Yeah, falling apart here for MyXMG. They were able to get a good amount of rounds on that T side, but it's not working out here as, like you said, nearing match point for Gplay. MyXMG, they are able to scramble together some money and get with an AWP. This is their best chance at it. But he's only been able to get 1 frag before going down. See if he can get more than that here. They are posting up an A main. Once again, are the T's. Dreamer very close, and again, Get is going to be playing close angle. He wants to get aggressive. He will peek out, hits a shot onto Spy Leader, but down to 40 HP himself. Hits the shot through Squeaky, though. Unique. He's going to be feeling that, as that is a great pickup from the CT side. But where do they go now? We're going to see a boost up. Victor in mid. He gets one onto NKY. and now evening things back up. We're in a 4v4. Like we've been saying, that's always going to favor the T's.
Yeah, holding this angle with the AWP. Bubble tries to open up this B site. Maybe it's a little bit of a fake, and it's done its intended job. Nev has rotated back round to that B side, thinking that they could attack it, but with 35 seconds left, yeah, is poised and ready. You see the flashbang goes across, gets the frag onto Victor. Now Spy Leader falls as well. Dream and Bubble, 2 members left now. They don't have the bomb, it's out in the open. Get is very low towards the back though. He's looking to secure himself another frag with this AWP, and you will find it. That's a 3k for Get. He has had so many multi-kills. He is on fire, and he's keeping his team in this one. 14-11.
Yeah, certainly. Keeping his team in it is exactly right. As, like I was saying, he was getting some 1-for-1 trades previously, but it's not until he opens up the rounds and gets 3 like that where it looks like MyXMG can close things out. So, this isn't over yet. Looking to be a close map number 2. MyXMG, though, definitely on the uphill climb. Got a number of rounds to go before they can tie it up and then hope to push things back, but it's a good way to start things off. Gimpin with a frag onto Bubble. At the moment, Dreamer and Unique once again working their default locations in main and Squeaky. The bomb just right outside of A main. And Victor just waiting for some sort of mid-aggression. But as we can see, MyXMG just playing sights. Got NKY rotating over towards Truck now into A site. Nev playing Z connector, but Get looking a little antsy. He's right beside him. He wants to peek out as well. Doesn't have any armor, but that AWP, we'll see if he can make something happen. Shoots through mid-warehouse, but does not connect. Looks like it is going to be going for another B-side play, though.
Yeah, lurking up, he's going to get the first frag. Going to repeat again. 20 seconds just yet. Victor will find Gimpin, however. And we're going to be 3 versus 3 on this B site for a while we wait for Sinks to rotate round. Dream, though, he's looking. He might find an NKY here. Gets the headshot. He doesn't know there's another one there. Sinks wasn't able to find him either. And Nev almost finding the head of Victor. But it's just not enough. Problem with the M4. If you get 1 bullet to the head, it's still not a kill. Unlike the AK. As now Sinks will fall. Spy Leader will fall. Victor will now fall as well. MyXMG gonna get their 12th round, and for the 4th XMG game in a row, are we gonna see 30 rounds?
I know, right? Looks like they like to play the duration of these matches. They want to play all 30, so we're here in round 27, and it will be an eco for the T side. And excuse me, I need to sneeze, so go for it, buddy.
So, Gplay on this eco. Be tough for them to really get anything out of this round, but hey, stranger things have happened. They have the Tech 9s. They're going to go for this contact play towards the B side.
Here they go.
Here they are.
Gimpin gets 2, as that's going to be Get with 1-3 for Gimpin, and Spy Leader from Checkered will go down. So a flawless round for MyXMG. Now they've got some bankroll in here. That being said, they can't afford to drop any rounds, otherwise they're going to be fighting for overtime. So they're fighting for that tie scoreline and then hoping to push things up to their match point and then close things out. And we could be going to that map number 3, but if you guys missed it, it was 16-14 for Gplay on map number 1 being Nuke. But this one's looking to be close as well. We've got the T side looking for an A play. It does look like they've got 3 posted up in A main. And the bomb carrier in Spy Leader, he's posted up right outside of Squeaky with Unique. But Get with another opening frag, and he won't get punished for it. They attempt to punish him for it, but that is a great opening.
Get has been the man for MyXMG. Seriously, he's on 33 frags. He's 30 bombing against Gplay. As the flashbangs and the smokes go out here for Gplay, they're going to try and hit this A bomb site. Bubble has the height here. He's going to get spotted out by Sinks, however, gets headshot. And now Sinks is able to find one more before he falls. 2 versus 4. Now it's just 1 versus 4. By Leader is going to find 1 frag. Gets taken down though. We are all tied at 14 rounds each. And wow, Gplay can't really buy here either. They're going to have to play for the overtime.
Yeah, this is looking rough for Gplay. They've let the rounds slip away, and now we're at a tie scoreline, 14-14. Both teams fighting to get on a match point here, and once again, we're going to be seeing all 30 rounds play out. Looks like scrambling together for a bye is the T side. They've got 2 Galils, actually make it 3, and then Victor with the Tech 9, but looks like they are heading to go out Squeaky at the moment. 2 of them still out mid, though. Spy Leader and Victor look like they're actually opting to fake like it's a B split. Like they're going to go mid to vents. That might prompt Nev to push off of A towards mid, but no, he falls back, so Sinks will pick up the first frag as they enter into the site, but it is going to be 1 for the T's, as it is a 3v3, make it 2. But get close to sight. He's going to push in. CZ 75. He picks off 1. He will be able to... No, he doesn't, actually. I thought he was able to pick up another weapon there, but now at a 2v2, we're going to see Victor go down. It's all up to Spy Leader as he will get dropped. Gimpin with the frag, and MyXMG, they are now on match point.
They are, but because Gplay got the bomb down, they have a lot of money to work with in this final round. Maybe not as much as they hoped. They can't really buy an AWP here, not that they've been going for it anyway. But they should get a good amount of grenades here, all AKs, all armor. So they have the tools at their disposal to get onto one of these sites and get the bomb down and try and hold it. But which site do they go for? Do they go for some crazy aggression? Or do they play passive? We may even see some aggression out of Get, as we have been seeing. He is over towards B side. The bomb, as well as 2 other members, are lurking towards A. Either way, this means that MyXMG have a bit of information. Get going so aggressive. No, it must be a play. Now Get's been joined by Gimp, and they see the flashbang go over. And Gimpin will find that frag onto Bubble. Took him a bit of time. Get and Gimpin both got tagged down quite a bit. And they're just going to rotate back to safety.
Yeah, they will survive. That's an advantage for the CTs, as we do see the bomb and some of the T's boosted up right now. So Victor and Dreamer made it up onto the boost spot, but Spy Leader moving in through A main. And we've got Unique inside of Squeaky right now. So they are going to work a split onto the A side. Gimba goes down, so 4v4 does favor the T side, as we see one of the CTs still back at that B site. So coming up from Highway, MKY drops Victor. He will get another one at Spy Leader. This is falling apart for the T's. Dreamer coming up from Highway. They need to make this happen if they want to end this map, or come to overtime rather, and Unique pushes out through the fire and the flames down to 15 HP. It is a 2v3, but he gets dropped. It's all up to Dreamer, and MyXMG put an end to it. So that's going to be a 16-14 scoreline, 2 16-14 maps. Could we get any closer?